Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most anticipated SUVs of the year, the 2026 Toyota Fortuner. This model has long been known for its rugged build, bulletproof reliability, and strong road presence. But with the 2026 update, Toyota has added a whole new level of sophistication and technology while retaining everything that made the Fortuner such a household name in markets around the world. So let's walk through this full review, from aesthetics to engineering, and everything in between. As you approach the vehicle, the first thing that catches your attention is its redesigned front fascia. The new Fortuner gets a more aggressive grille that stretches wider and dips lower into the front bumper. The chrome or gloss black elements, depending on the trim, add just the right amount of premium feel without overdoing it. The headlights are all new, sleek, angular LED units that now integrate DRLs with sequential indicators. The bonnet has been re-sculpted, creating more pronounced creases that give it a stronger character, matching the bolder front design. Lower down, the bumper gets a silver or black skid plate and functional air vents to cool the engine more effectively while also improving its rugged appeal. Moving along the side, the SUV still maintains its tall, commanding presence, but there are changes worth noting. The wheel arches are more squared off and muscular. Toyota has introduced new alloy designs, with some variants now featuring 20-inch wheels that give the Fortuner a more planted stance. There's a noticeable improvement in the side profile thanks to a sleeker glass area, chrome window surrounds, and flush roof rails that help the vehicle cut through the air better. Side steps now come integrated and are more durable, ideal for climbing in and out of the vehicle with ease. The character line running from the front fender to the rear tail lamps has been sharpened, giving the SUV a more defined shoulder line. Now heading to the rear, you'll see major revisions that complete the fresh look. The taillights are slimmer, now fully LED, and they extend toward the center of the tailgate, almost forming a light bar, although in some trims it remains decorative. The rear spoiler has been redesigned to be more aerodynamic. The bumper looks more integrated now and features new reflectors and a contrasting skid plate. The powered tailgate opens to reveal generous boot space, especially with the third row folded down, and the hands-free kick sensor is a welcome convenience feature. Once you step inside the 2026 Fortuner, the upgrades are immediately noticeable. The dashboard has been completely reworked. Soft touch materials cover much of the cabin, with a mix of premium textures like leather, brushed aluminum, and piano black trims depending on your chosen variant. Taking center stage is a floating infotainment screen, now up to 14 inches on higher trims, which supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It's crisp, intuitive, and finally feels on par with what competitors offer. Behind the steering wheel sits a fully digital instrument cluster that is customizable and shows navigation, driver assistance data, and real-time powertrain info for hybrid variants. The steering wheel itself is a new design, more ergonomic with controls that now include toggles for adaptive cruise control and lane assist. The climate control panel has been simplified and is more intuitive with toggle switches and digital displays. Storage has been improved across the cabin, with a cooled glove box, wireless phone charging pad, and larger door bins. Front seats are now ventilated and heated in top trims, with 12-way power adjustment for the driver. The second row gets generous legroom and recline options, while the third row, though still tight for adults, folds completely flat with a single pull mechanism. There's tri-zone climate control, ambient lighting, rear sunshades, and Type-C USB ports for all rows, making long journeys far more comfortable. Under the hood, Toyota continues to offer the proven 2.8-liter diesel engine, now tuned to deliver a smoother and quieter experience. Power output hovers around 204 horsepower with a peak torque of 500 Nm. But the real game changer this year is the introduction of a hybrid powertrain. Paired with a 2.5-liter petrol engine and dual electric motors, the hybrid Fortuner produces around 243 horsepower. This setup not only boosts performance but also significantly improves fuel economy. Expect figures in the range of 15 to 18 kilometers per liter depending on driving conditions. The hybrid system also supports EV-only operation at low speeds, making city driving quieter and more efficient. Performance on the road has seen big improvements. The ride is noticeably more refined thanks to a new multi-link rear suspension setup and enhanced chassis damping. Handling has improved too, with a more responsive steering feel and better body control in corners. The 8-speed automatic transmission is buttery smooth, and in hybrid models, transitions between petrol and electric modes are seamless. Off-road capability hasn't been compromised. You still get a low-range gearbox, locking rear differential, and terrain management modes for sand, mud, snow, and rocks. A new crawl control function lets the vehicle manage throttle and braking during tough terrain so the driver can focus on steering. Now when it comes to pricing, Toyota has taken the Fortuner slightly upmarket to match its new features and hybrid tech. Depending on your market and variant, the Fortuner starts at around $40,000 USD and stretches up to $60,000 for the top-spec GR Sport or hybrid model. In countries like India, pricing begins around 43 lakh rupees and can go up to 55 lakh rupees on road, while in regions like Southeast Asia and Australia, the hybrid trims carry a small premium over the diesel versions. But considering the added features, efficiency, and comfort, many would argue the price bump is well justified. If you're in the market for a premium SUV that offers serious off-road capability, modern tech, and proven reliability, the 2026 Fortuner makes a very strong case for itself. Those with long commutes or who want better fuel economy should definitely consider the hybrid variant. Families looking for space and comfort will appreciate the improved ride, cabin quality, and storage options. But if you want an urban cruiser with a soft, cushy ride, you might find the Fortuner's body-on-frame setup a bit firm compared to crossovers. And while third-row space is better than before, it's still not ideal for adults over long drives. To sum it up, the 2026 Fortuner brings a host of evolutionary upgrades while sticking to its core identity: tough, dependable, and built to go anywhere. Toyota has managed to bridge the gap between traditional utility and modern luxury in a way that feels both practical and desirable. Whether you're an adventurer, a large family, or someone who just wants a commanding presence on the road, the new Fortuner delivers on almost all fronts. Thanks for watching this in-depth review. If you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more detailed automotive breakdowns. Drop your questions or thoughts about the 2026 Fortuner in the comments. I'd love to hear if you'd pick the hybrid or the diesel. Until next time, drive safe and take care.